Hello guys. Sometimes you want to know if the user is opening your application for the first time so you can show them different content. In this video, I'll show you how to do that using the Async Storage library in a React Native application using Expo. Async Storage lets you store unencrypted key value pairs on the app level, which means the data stored in Async Storage will persist as long as the app stays installed on your device. Once you uninstall the application, the values in the Async Storage will be gone. It's important to notice values stored in the async storage are unencrypted, so you want to avoid storing sensitive values. Also, you can only store values of type string. So if you want to store JSON objects, you'll have to use JSON stringify to store the items and JSON parse to retrieve the items. Let's go to a simple React Native app and use async storage. Alright, so we have a pretty simple application for this example. Right now we have a simple app displaying an image with the name My New App at the top. And then we have a component displaying or rendering a greeting message, which is welcome to my new app. But there are some cases in which you want to show the user something different if it's their first time logging into the app. And for this example, I created a getting started component, which will render a getting started message. In our case, it's just two text components that are going to be rendered within the getting started component. What we want to do is use async storage to see if this is the first time our user is opening the app. And if it is, we'll show the getting started component. Otherwise, we'll show them the greeting message. And for that, I'll create a helper file with two main functions. One to store the data to async storage, and the other one is to retrieve that data. I've already installed async storage into my project, so I'll just have to import it here. Once imported, I can start creating the functions I want to use as helper functions. The first one would be store data. This function is going to accept two values. One is key, the other one is value. And we'll open a try block here. We'll do an await for the async storage and invoke set item for it. We'll be passing key and value, and we're going to have a catch in case there's an error. This catch can simply console log the error. You can say error storing data and display the error. You can close this here. This is going to be an async function, so this should be async over here. And now we have the function storing the data, the key value pair that we'll be using from our app. Now we have to do the same thing, but in this case, we'll have to create a function to get the data or get the item for the key that we'll be sending in the parameter. Same thing, we'll do an export. And in this case, we can say get item for. The only parameter we'll be passing would be the key. And same thing, we can open a try catch block. In our case, we can store our value, the value we're retrieving, within the function. Within a variable. We'll do an await async storage. In this case, we'll get item for passing that key. And we can check for that value. So async storage will return null if the value doesn't exist. So we can do a null value check here. If it's not null, and we can return that value. And for the catch block, we can do something similar. We can take the error from the from getting the item, and also do a console log. In this case, we'll say error getting data and console log that error. And there we have it. Now we have two async functions here, two async functions. These are helper functions. One is to store data into the async storage, and the other one is to get items based on a key. All right, so what we want to do is import those two newly created functions from our helper file, and we'll do import store data, comma, get item 4 from helper storage helper. And what we are trying to do here, the problem we're trying to solve is identifying whether the user is launching the app for the first time or if they have already launched. So for that, we'll use async storage, and we can also create a state variable for it called has launched that will help us in this for this solution. And we can do set has launched, that's the setter, and invoke useState, and we'll initialize that value as false. Now we can use that has launched value and apply it to either greeting, or both actually, greeting and getting started. So for that, we'll invoke has launch. If has launch has been set, then we'll show a greeting component. Otherwise, we'll show the getting started component. Right now, it's been set to false. Fix this here, greeting here, and oops, go back, refresh the app. Let's make sure useState has been imported. So we'll do useState from here and initialize it to false. Now we see that useState has been imported, and if we refresh, we'll see that getting started is the one showing because it's defaulting to false. So greeting won't show. But for that, we'll need to introduce what we worked on for async storage. So for that, we'll need to then run a check on async storage to see if there is already a value stored for the specific item. We can call our item or our key has launched. So we'll call has launched. And we'll create a constant for it. So now we're creating a constant has launched, and we'll use that constant to store it in the async storage. Async storage allows you to only store string values. So what we'll do is use the has launch as the key, and then we'll store a string of true in the async storage. If has launch has been set before, that means the application actually has launched, and we can make the decision of whether we show the greeting or the getting started. For now, we have a constant of has launched, and we can use effect to make that check. And for that, we'll open use effect, start a function here, and right away create a function, an async function to get data. And here we'll be accessing async storage, and we'll do it by creating a variable of has launch, and we can do an await on get item 4 and passing the key that we're interested in, which is has launched. This is an async function, and we can verify to see if has launch is populated. So then we can manipulate the state value. If has lunch has been set, that means the application has lunch before, and we can set this value to true. Otherwise, we can set the value by using store data and passing in the has lunch key and the string value of true. You can actually set whatever you want here. In our case, we're storing a string value of true. All right, and we'll close here and make sure that this runs once by adding an empty array of dependencies. Now that we have an async function running within the useEffect function, then we can invoke that function right away and do a catch error and do a console log for the error. Here we have a gate data, and we want to do this. Okay, so now we have a useEffect. Right away we're creating an async function. That async function is pulling the has lunch value from the async storage. If there is a value stored in the async storage, that means the application has run before. Otherwise, the application hasn't run, and we'll then set the value will stay false, and we'll store the data within the async storage for the next time the user opens the application. And we'll run that function right away. All right, so right now we are seeing the welcome to my new app message. That means we ran the app already. We set in the background, we set the has lunch value, and we are showing the greeting message because has lunch has been populated. It's not false anymore. In the background, we're checking for async storage. The async storage has a value. Therefore, set has lunch has been invoked, setting it to true. And when it goes to rendering over here, it renders to true, so it displays a greeting. Now, to test the other scenario where has lunch hasn't been set to true, or where the application hasn't lunch, we can just remove Expo from our simulator here and go here, remove the app, delete the app. That will cause the async storage data to be gone. So when we rerun the app, now we have to cancel the app here, and I'll rerun the app. This will trigger a new Expo installation. My application will be installed. And when it makes the verification for has lunch will be false because it's launching for the first time. Here we have the message from Expo launching for the first time. But what we're looking for is our message of launching for the first time, which is first time logging, getting started. This is because we didn't find anything in the async storage, so it said has launched to false, a state false, and it actually in the background already, since we're looking at the first time login, already set a value for has launched. So next time we open the app, if we close here and we reopen our app, we should then see the greeting message because this is our second time opening the app now. Welcome to my new app with the greeting message. And there you have it. We are using async storage. First, we created helper functions of store data, get item 4 from async storage. We imported those two helper functions. Then in the useEffect, we added some logic to verify if the has lunch or if the item was stored in the async storage. The item that we're looking for, in this case is has lunch, has been stored before in the async storage. If it hasn't, we're playing with the state So we can then use that state flag to know which values are going to be displayed or which components are going to be displayed. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.